Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from business class on Singapore Airlines A380. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So here's business class on the A380. It is on the upper deck. Now this is flight SQ25 from JFK to Frankfurt, and you do have a 1-to-1 configuration. Now these seats are slightly more modern than the A350 seats. Now, one thing to note about these seats, these actually do lay flat with the touch of a button. So you don't need to have the bed flipped down by a flight attendant to make it lay flat. So that's a good thing. And these are a little bit more private too. I'm gonna leave a link for the A350 review I did previous, so you can compare the two seats. Here I was seated in 95A. I was actually going to be reviewing premium economy on this flight, but there was not an offer, but I asked at the counter how much it'd be to upgrade to business from premium economy. It was only $490, so I couldn't turn that down. So here's a more detailed look at the seat. Here is the traditional wide Singapore seats. As you can see there in the holiday spirit, you've got the Christmas wreath above you there. So you've got a light, and here's some little designs there on the texture there. To your left side, headphone jack, a USB port to your left. You've also got a mirror here that flips open to your left. And you do have a view out of the window. You'll see in a minute it's a little bit obstructed by the seat there. Not as bad as the Turkish Airlines one, but still obstructed. There you've got the in-flight entertainment remote. Here you've got the controls for the seats. Got a little flip down that acts as an armrest. Now here's where you push out to get the tray table. That's pretty slick design there. So again, there are some definite differences between the A380 business class seat and the A350 seat there. So the good thing about this, you can swivel this back and forth, and you're able to get out while the tray table is deployed, but just pushing it a little forward. You did have a pillow in the blanket at the seat, so that was good. Now you must ask for a amenity kit. There, as you can see, some extra compartment space there. Got a coat hook, nice big in-flight entertainment screen. So yes, you have to ask for an amenity kit because they're not given out proactively. Here's where the pre-departure beverage will sit, which was offered. Water, orange juice, or apple juice was offered. And you got all kind of little compartments and storage things here. You've got an RFID tag there, the charging outlet, a full plug. Here you've got your headphones, Singapore Airlines branded headphones there. You've got the business class menu for dinner, and there's water that was at your seat. And you got a place here you could maybe put a tablet, phone. You've got the safety cars down there. You can see some of the bedding. This part I love, the fact that you can sit at least one of your personal items down there right next to you. Yeah, plenty of space in the seat there. I guess the one quirk about these seats, again, if you're not in the bulkhead row, which I didn't have much choice due to the fact that I upgraded right at the counter, is that you're gonna have to turn diagonal to sleep because of the footwell is diagonal to the way you'll sleep. So I happened to be really tired, so it wasn't a problem sleeping, but something to keep in mind when you're in a non-bulkhead seat is you're gonna have to be diagonal. This aircraft unfortunately did not have individual air vents, and keep in mind that bins are very tight, and they don't have overhead bins in the middle rows either. So something to keep in mind there. So let's take a look at the seat in the lie flat position, so you can get a sense on the narrowness of the footwell. For reference, I'm 5'11". Again, I really had no problem. It's not that narrow, but again, it's the fact that you are diagonal. Some people aren't going to like, and the seats are a bit hard on Singapore Airlines. Some people won't like that either. There's the water that I had for the pre-departure beverage. And I'm going to leave you with the takeoff, and I'll be back shortly with more about the flight. take a look at the bathroom here in the A380 on Singapore Airlines, and it's not a bad bathroom. Yeah, decent amount of space. It's not the first class bathroom on the A380, but hey, you do get a nice flower. You don't get a window, unfortunately, but again, ample space here in the bathroom. And there you can see the facial spray. Got some lotion there. You do have this here with some more amenities in case you needed them. So that's a good option there. So that's stocked full of amenities if you need them. And one thing to note, because I did take this upgrade, luckily I was able to get the full meal service. A lot of times when you do that, you have to sign a waiver saying that you'll take the meal that you were going to have in your original class of service. So that wasn't the case here, so I did get the full meal service. So after takeoff, the beverage service started. Got a package of almonds and cashews that were left there for you. And then we started off with the appetizer. So this was the smoked trout and arrow farm salad, which was very good. That was served with bread, your choice of bread. I had the garlic bread. For the main, I had the braised beef cheek with red wine sauce. This was excellent. Yeah, meat was very tender. It was really, really a good choice there. In Singapore, as you see, the plating's very nice. And for dessert, I did have this is the mocha mousse cake there with some fruits there. That was very nice. For breakfast, I had the supreme soy sauce noodles with seafood, which was good. A little heavy, but good. Yeah, I did enjoy that, and with a chamomile tea to go along with that. And this was about an hour and 25 minutes before landing in Frankfurt. This was offered. So I'm going to leave you with the menu so you can take a look at just what is offered on the JFK to Frankfurt segment. And welcome back. Here's the in-flight entertainment, but I did want to talk about the Wi-Fi very shortly. Now, Wi-Fi is now free for first class and business class passengers, unlimited. That wasn't the case in the past. I know there was caps on the first class package they would give you, but that is unlimited and free, and it worked very well. Also, KrisFly Rewards members sitting in premium economy or economy can enjoy a free 2-hour surf package, and that's in place of the current messaging only option. Also, Singapore Airlines Elite PPS Club can enjoy unlimited free Wi-Fi regardless of the cabin they're sitting in, so that's a nice member perk. So I will be back shortly and leave you with the in-flight entertainment. Be back shortly with my final thoughts. Okay, welcome back. So my final thoughts on this flight. Once again, more excellent service from Singapore Airlines. That's really all I've experienced. Again, I've yet to experience Singapore Airlines below business class, but that is coming soon. Again, my intention was to review premium economy. Didn't get to because the offer was too good, and plus the A380 business class is different from the A350, so this is another cabin I wanted to review, so I was able to accomplish that. So premium economy and economy are coming soon. As far as the upgrade offer itself, now one caveat to that is you can be subject to not get the full business class meal service. Luckily, I was able to get that confirmed, that I would get the full meal service and not have a premium economy meal just with the seat, essentially just with a seat upgrade. But for $490, it's hard to beat that upgrade price. Also, due to no lounge access with the Singapore Airlines business or first class, they give you a choice of either going to the Air India lounge or a $25 voucher you can use at any restaurant in the airport. So I did take the voucher option, but I was still able to go to the American Express lounge, which I just ended up staying there until the flight left for Frankfurt. Again, the Wi-Fi being free and unlimited is great, and it worked extremely well. So yeah, that's a very good sign. And I'm not one who usually uses Wi-Fi, but yeah, when it's free and unlimited, why not, right? So food was great. And really no complaints there. And yeah, that was overall my experience was great again with Singapore Airlines. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. Thank you.